your best friend reaching out for cleaning service.
I do like friends, but I really sometimes aren't able.
Don't set it. Make minutes without this drag and drop filter. Spend time with you. That is a thing you could do. And with our recording features, you can see what's working and what you can do better.
Great. I'll send revenge. Send my emails.
It's week 14 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Trey Palmer. Always staying busy. He's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Jags and the Niners. And it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Stay focused on the his own expectations. Trust him. Stay positive. Take inspired action.
Angel number 1111 is a message from your angels to be very aware of your persistent thoughts and ideas, as these are manifesting quickly into your reality. Ensure that your beliefs, thoughts, and mindsets are positive and optimistic in order to draw the energies of abundance and balance.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. We're in our final month. We're underway in week 14.
Draw into your life. Use positive energies.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
So when you see 11-11, it's a little bit different.
It says, take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of defense
that you are
on any
entering
given
to
play.
possess is
That's why
not
so
a
many scouts
millennial
preach arm talent when
from
preparing for
which
the
you have
NFL
come.
draft. A quarterback with arm strength can make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
You sowed your seed.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
For the lane you are entering, I'm going to read it one more time. For the lane you are entering,
they'll look to throw here.
It's not like
Finds
the lane
Gibbs on the check down. No gain on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. You look at this Jaguar defense. It's quite a unit. That's for
so when you see
sure.
11-11, it's a bit different. It says, let me start with great blessings.
With the bottom half of the league and sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. Then they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Here's Rattler. Forced out to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Smith up the middle. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. A chance. This is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Steps away. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll go. Here's Rattler. Flushed out right. That's to his running back. Complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rattler. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Rattler steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. As they've got it as we resume action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Inside handoff, Smith. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Rattler. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Trey Palmer with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Niners offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away.
Happy.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And that's a hard-earned yard there as he takes a pretty good jolt at the end of that one. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. Again, he'll drop to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing in the break, you obviously don't want to go in on the negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to play a comeback.
To the air is Rattler. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, it might be off by half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Rattler wants to throw it, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact, he's going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of the season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting set to go once more. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield, even if you don't give the... Maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Out to his left. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as the man is shaken up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Luke Musgrave. Musgrave, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
As we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of going behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Flores. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibbs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Flores. And they'll get this down to the 10. 1st and goal. They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here now, 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throw out wide is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jags offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trey Palmer, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now the Niners down by 2 touchdowns, 90 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. They're now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say it's out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead, and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Luke Musgrave with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars stretch this fourth-quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And running with power here. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked.
And I just put my drink down. Y'all think run this. Miss she her black designer say Gucci Prada print DOE I'm a condo rich big Dolce Diva Donda the Tokyo Honda drip poppin' Dolce season new persona new pushback but I'm still gon' get that labels quake they mistaken I'm that wrist they frozen cute let's go I'ma get unfazed, unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'm a get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These, I come through and it be crickets. I come through and moves be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with. Any know who to play with.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see Luke Musgrave. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Jaguars and the Texans, just ahead on EA Sports.
In the only building this franchise has ever known. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Return starts at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line. Well, here comes their offense to begin the drive, and in the middle of all of them, oh yeah, there's the focal point on their game plan, their quarterback.
And one thing I get a little tired of around draft time, Kate, is hearing all these people say, oh, he can make every throw. He can make every throw. Technically, sure, every guy that's drafted can make every throw, but how special are those throws? How much accuracy, how much zip? When it comes to Spencer Rattler, dude's got a live arm. It isn't the arm or the skill set that saw him fall to the 5th round. It was some of the ups and downs in college. And when given a chance and the right supporting cast, he does have elite arm talent.
That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They'll come up 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. Got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead on their opening. So a touchdown on the board for for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led up by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Okay, it's Adonai Mitchell. And he's able to reach the 40. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Thrown back, it's the handoff. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Murray setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. From the gun, it's Murray. Pass caught along the sideline by Mitchell. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans with the football. Tight end going in motion here. Murray here on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got it on the slash. Touchdown, Houston. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Jaguars and their running back about to get back to work. And you can see he's valued well beyond his work just as a runner. He's leading NFL backs in receiving touchdowns late in this season. Has it downfield working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Rattler throwing deep towards the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Rattler back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. He winds up out of bounds, but things not settled yet, so we've got a flag down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't. I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and look at the penalty.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Back-to-back carries here. Has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take the lead just before halftime. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Return coming here from the 12. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Stepping up. Oh, what a hit! Charge the ball loose! And the offense gets it back, but of little consequence here. We've reached halftime in this one. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Return coming from the 14. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Complete beyond the marker. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down. Pressure coming. It's Murray. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. The Texans set to punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. This, our last play of the quarter. Here's a give up the middle. Has good room at the 35. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars push their lead further to start the half. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And he is stopped. Wow. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Fielded at the 14. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. 1st and 10, Murray. He finds Mitchell, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And He works this to the 38 before going down. 2nd and 3. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. Back to the air, Murray. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's 3rd down. Throwing now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Now to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And he's brought down across the 15 to about the 16-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing is Rattler. He puts some power on a deep one left. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Short kick gathered in at the 15. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And the fumble recovery is made. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Murray. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Kyler throwing here. He sends this one to the end zone. And that one's incomplete, pretty fortunately so. That was a big risk, nearly an end zone turnover. Instead, it brings up 4th down. They snap it to Murray. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in, just as that knee goes down.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now Rattler. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and teams hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He's throwing deep to the left side. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. The Jaguars, the visitors in this one. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We have a timeout now for somebody shaking up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out.
That boy got hurt. Look, we was not playing. Ooh, look at that. Ooh.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Irving here from the gun. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out as a former 5th rounder from South Carolina, and before that, Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet.
Cut at the 20-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. He's running with it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Simple dive up the middle. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Jaguars don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. They'll begin from the 36 as the return is brought down. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He beams one deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down. They're running the option, short side. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Running it after the penalty. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They pick up a single yard, still well behind the sticks for this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Wow, wide open here, complete. Keeps on moving into the red zone. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And here in our final week, as we take a look at the NFL's top running backs in terms of touchdown grabs, you can see he's got a shot to lead the league. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So much to like about that run, okay? Particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that 1st down marker.
He's going to push one deep, brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. 1st down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. There's a handoff up the gut. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. PAT effort coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tight end motioning right. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 5. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this 3rd down. Hurts setting up to throw. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Rolling left, buying some time. He loses the football. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Sending the tight end in motion left. He's back to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll begin up in the Still City, at For Sure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where you see the final score there. Kyler Murray leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Jalen Wright, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Josh Palmer, a touchdown catch in the victory. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead, and we're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Return coming from the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And as we play through the final week of our regular season, you can see he's just 1 game away from finishing as the league leader in receiving yards. Got a man, Palmer has it. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Rattler back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Rattler setting to throw. Oh, it puts some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. And the Jaguars sending out the field goal unit. Ball on the right hash. The distance 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Starting at the 10. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And you can see what he's capable of when you turn this guy loose over a full campaign. Leading all NFL. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. New set of downs for him from the 46. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Working quickly here. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's going to loft one deep to the left. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Hurts. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion, so they get it back. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, Rattler. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Rattler to the air now. He's looking deep once again. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to push one through there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Catch made by Bucky Irving. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Trying to push it deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Now to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Need to work as quick as you can here, Rob. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Hurts throwing again. He's got Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts looking to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. He'll dump this one up. Oh no, the ball is loose. Jagz pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, I get it, Kate. all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing fourth down, even better, that defense is off the field.
He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. And even if it's something seen a little more these days than in past eras of this great game, still an elite mark he's just reached. 1,500 yards on the season for him with that last catch. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go.
Now Rattler getting out to his left. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10.
Down. Willing to strike. Ready.
From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Grant Telpin in to pick it off. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Drive starts out with the 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throwing deep down the left. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over.
Brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Jagz, and it comes your way next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer, and your game, what's got to increase with it, if you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear fitting the situation we're in, that's the week you're going to be sent home to be a fan like the rest of us.
So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert in the Pac-12 media days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly. The way that rocket arm can throw the ball out over the field. And hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that the Lightning board for him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. He's contained at the line for no gain. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Flush down now to his left. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And he's tackled for no gain.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained in a play like that. We'll go for a big gain.
Looking lines up a good return for him, up past their own 40. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out as a former 5th rounder from South Carolina, and before that, Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
You know, one thing I get a little tired of around draft time, Kane, is hearing all these people say, oh, he can make every throw. He can make every throw. Technically, sure. Every guy that's drafted can make every throw.
This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Return coming from the 14. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert from the gun. Can't get it to him, incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Herbert with a blitz coming. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
How many times do defenders here can you coaches read and react? Read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Jaguars are going to take over from deep in their own side. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. 2nd drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up from. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 13-0 lead. Here are the Jaguars getting set for a 2-point try. They'll try it on the ground. And he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Fielded at the 14. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. The scoreboard reads 13-0. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes it the impact that gets home. But of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
He'll start from the 39. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Rattler. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. The Jaguars into punt formation. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Kick is away and really up there, trying to pin them deep. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. This finds Bellinger. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there, 3rd down. Back to throw, here's Herbert. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down. Here's J.D. Gillen on again for the punt. They could really use a good one here. Begins his return at the 16. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Rattler back to throw. Puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars boat racing them to the halftime locker room. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? He's throwing for it. He rolls to his right. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this.
Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week.
the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Jacksonville. It's the Broncos and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast. For the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
10 cycles.
First and 10.
Here we go.
Rattler to open with a pass. He's going to test this secondary right away. And he will go all the way. Craig Palmer. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The PAT, up and good. And the Jaguars have struck first in the AFC Championship game. They're out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
We talked to him earlier in the week, Mike, and he tried to downplay this as just another game, but I think after seeing him on the field during warm-ups, that's gone out the window. You can tell it's starting to set in just how big of an opportunity this really is. They've outlasted every team in the AFC except for the one they're about to face. If they're able to beat them, man, they'll have a chance to do something really special. For that to happen, they're going to need him to lead the way as they try to overcome this intimidating atmosphere. And if he does that, they could be holding the Lamar Hunt Trophy in just a few short hours.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. This opening drive has been a work of art. Now, going to put the finishing touches on. It's first, a dive, and he's in. Bijan Robinson, touchdown, Denver. Moody's extra point is good. And the Broncos come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The Jaguars offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And as this season starts to wind down, we look ahead to NFL honors the week of the Super Bowl. Take a look at some of the candidates to take home the award for the Offensive Player of the Year. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. Throwing is Rattler. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rattler. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Here's Rattler. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Slide through. Set, hut. Edo blue. Hut, hut. Set, go.
Rattler now back to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Musgrave.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it's going to be 4th down. Throwing now is Rattler. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is caught. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Jaguars. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2, Greg. He is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. And that'll be intercepted by Tre'Davious White. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not,
that is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Trey Palmer, touchdown, Jacksonville. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. This taken around the 11. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw here is complete. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Ready?
To throw, it's Rattler. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. 3rd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown Broncos. Moody now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Broncos draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now Rattler going to throw.
Clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball to tie his point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Craig Homer. Touchdown Jaguars. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. 1 quarter remains here in the AF. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's across midfield. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We're back to crown an AFC champion after this. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll go. It's Robinson. He's going to have a Broncos first down. And more. It'll wind up a gain of 5 on 4th and 2. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down. And you can tell they know this is coming back.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. A 1-score game late, you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens. But we can see here, an onside kick.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. A 2-point conversion attempt coming. Here's Rattler. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work. They'll return this from the 11. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw here on first down. Catch made right side by Wilson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now we'll get whistles, and they have signaled for a timeout. Curious there, not sure the logic, but one stoppage with 5 seconds to go. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Here we go. One final play. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars, as they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy. They are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Please don't play around. Don't let somebody dudes be in that Pro Bowl. My dude got shot at the Pro Bowl.
Play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah.